Hello dear audience, I'm Wandering Ari and I hope this year has been gentle with you so far. If not, I hope it gets better for you as the year unfolds. I wanted to start off this fresh year of YouTube by sharing my insightful reflections with you guys that I've learned from 2025. And when I say lessons learned, I mean that I may have seen or heard these, but that they've really stuck with me after I've analyzed them and kind of squeezed the insight from experience, just really sat with these lessons, and I'm really excited to share them with you. Number one, fear is one hell of a roadblock. And this is kind of the biggest lesson that I learned. A lot of the many lessons that I've learned kind of all relate to this. It was definitely an overarching theme of my 2025. I kept finding myself frustrated with all the things I wish I'd have or do or experience by now, but haven't. And I asked myself, why haven't I reached this yet? And outside of immovable circumstances outside of my control, I realized that it's because I never even tried, because I was afraid. So I've been wanting to change certain things about my life, like my career, and this lesson popped up here. The thing is, I'm still afraid of pursuing these things that I want to pursue, but I'm gonna do it anyways, like this YouTube thing. I'm still gonna do it despite that fear. I saw this quote on an Instagram reel that said, "The treasure you seek is in the cave that you fear." And I looked into it. It's commonly attributed to Joseph Campbell, and the actual quote goes, "The very cave you're afraid to enter turns out to be the source of what you're looking for." And that's mouthier than what I just shared, but I really like that quote and it really stuck with me because it was like a visual way of interpreting this fear and how what you want is on the other side of fear. You just have to get through it. The second piece of insight that really stuck with me is related to fear. It's that it's not too late to try. I put these as separate lessons because the first one is more conceptual and helps me understand what's going on, like, oh, I'm afraid. This one is more action-oriented. So I turned 30 last year, an age I never thought I'd hit, and I wanted to celebrate with a nice adventure. I kept trying to plan it, but for some reason the logistics weren't looking good and I kept getting frustrated. My birthday kept looming closer and I was about to just give up and plan it for another time, but I was like, hell no, I want this. I want it bad. I want to do it, so I'm gonna try. So the end result wasn't exactly what I envisioned. I originally wanted to visit the redwoods. I ended up visiting the giant sequoias because that was more accessible, but I still saw the largest tree by volume in the world and I was pretty happy about it. This lesson is literally just do it. Like if just do it was a lesson, it would be this. Same thing with my school deadlines because I decided to go back to school so close to the application closing date. I didn't even want to try because I didn't want to pay for the application fee. It was cutting it really close to the date. I figured I would just wait until the next application cycle, but I had supportive people around me that really pushed me, even though a lot of the documents that I needed would have taken some time. It was just really cutting it close. I applied anyways, I tried, I did it, I'm in the program. I'm one cycle closer to becoming an MRI tech. The third piece of insight that I wanted to share is that things take time. I'm pretty sure this ties into my suspected neurodivergence because I have a buzzy brain. I've always had a million ideas going on. I've always had all these to-do lists written on paper, written on notebooks, just flying around everywhere. Nothing ever gets done. So much potential that I haven't hit. That's because I never took the time to sit down and just go through it. Just really take the time. I think I underestimate how much time something takes to do and I get frustrated easily. One might even call this being present. And I'm starting to show up for myself and show up for the things that I care about, like filming this video in front of my favorite duck pond here. I've had this video idea for a long time now. I wanted to share insights and stuff in this channel, but I haven't really posted since last year. So this year, we're gonna do a lot more showing up. We're gonna be taking the time to do things, even if they're not perfect. They will at least be out there in the world. Number 4 is a lesson that I think we all hear about. The things that disappoint us have the greatest capacity to teach us, but we have to be receptive, not resentful. This is literally just the process of learning from your mistakes, but also from everything that disappoints us. Maybe things didn't turn out the way we hoped for, wished for, and yearned for. And it's sad, maybe heartbreaking. Maybe it can make you feel resentful towards the world, even just a little. But sometime, even long after the disappointment, we can still look back and interpret it differently. Like, it hurt me so bad because I really cared about it. And I will acknowledge that. Sometimes that acknowledgement is enough to free us from some of that pain. And you know, it's a lesson. Sometimes you learn what you should have done, what you shouldn't have done, but lesson learned. for next time. And I know my light is fading here and the ducks are starting to move. Finally, I learned a lot about the cyclical nature of grief. Everyone has something that causes them some grief, some pain. And grief is not necessarily just death. It could be a loss of opportunity, a loss of sense of self, or a loss of an imagined future. I experienced and learned from the way you'd be fine for months at a time until it hits you suddenly, and learning to cope with that. Well, I hope that me sharing these insights have been helpful to you, dear audience, my dear wanderers. It sure took a lot of pain and hardship before I reached a point of quiet or loud contemplation that really allowed these insights to seep into my bones. Growth often comes from discomfort. You just have to get through it. I wonder what lessons we'll both learn in 2026. If you have any insights that you want to share, please share them down below. I want to foster a community here, and your input really matters to me. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!